Test. Yes, hello. Yes. It's time for the crab video game. Or at least it will be soon. I don't know. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Waiting for anyone else, I guess, who may have seen some sort of YouTube notification and would want to watch before I start a run. Otherwise, I'm just kind of looking at my phone for a minute. Crab video game. Prime crab gaming experience. Exactly. Exactly. Still need to get these skins. I guess I could do that. Oh, is this for Prismatic? Oh no, okay. Poison cannon is the main reason why I'm kind of waiting a little bit, just to see if anyone cares to tune in for the poison cannon, so I don't have to do it again later when someone asks, inevitably. Whoa, hey, poison storm with poison cannon, that sounds dumb. I want to try this. I'm gonna experiment a little bit more with the modifiers, methinks. Looks like a turn off the countdown. Yeah. Never get any direct damage drops. It's always poison stacks or magnitude. Yes, indeed. I will show you how it's done. I think the simple answer is to just find sharp shot and then you win. Oh, does the projectile not actually do damage? No, I guess it doesn't. Just turn them all on. Surely it's fine. I could literally just bing, 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 bing. Yeah, we could just fuck with that, you know? That's an option too. I've been experimenting a little bit. Let's see, what have I tried? Since my last stream, like my opinion about the update has changed quite a bit. Oh yeah, on the right side. Yeah. Yeah, I could, but I guess I don't need to. There's no reason. There's no true prismatic, right? But yeah, I've had some opinion changes, especially concerning like, okay, like first of all, I remember someone asking what I thought the best weapon was, and I had mentioned Lightning Scepter, and I did a Lightning Scepter run, and I don't know if I'm just like super rusty with it, or I did see it got nerfed, so I don't know if those nerfs just like hit it really hard, but it kind of feels a little bad. It feels a little hard to, feels hard to like hit things with it is the trickiest thing. But what I've been doing is I've actually tried a few things. So initially I was just doing with Immortal Snell off, and then he adjusted some of the values so that I could have an additional one off. So I've been primarily doing no Immortal Snell, no locked slots. I also tried locked slots off and then Lucky, which was pretty interesting. Snail is better. There's been like a lot of nerfs since I played it in the beta. But it's still just kind of whatever. I just feel like it's more fun to not have to worry about it. So I like turning it off. That said, Lucky and lock slots seems like it just lets you scale really well. I think I wanted to try, I think for this run I'm going to try lock slots on, and then a free epic chest, and I'm just going to see what that first epic chest does, because who knows, maybe it'll be funny. Oh, should I change my biz, though? Maybe like black hole? Sure. Bragging rights. I have nothing to prove. A crab champion does not need to convince others that he is the champion. He simply crabs. Holy shit, that reload time. Alright, I'm never reloading again. Okay, supercharge is actually kind of nice here. Link shot sounds kind of bad. I kind of feel like Poison Cannon does pretty well with on-shot mods, so maybe I'll try out the Time Bolt. Because each shot has a chance, right? Yeah. Yeah. I've been thinking about it, and Endurance is really interesting because, like, you're typically gonna have the, what's it called? The one that makes your heals over time, right? What the hell? It's like I've taken so much damage. But, like, as a result, Endurance and Regenerator are kinda just, like, the same mod, but Endurance is just better. So that's been an interesting realization. I don't really know... I don't know if, like, Regenerator might scale differently, or if there's some sort of difference in how it works with the heal over time, but it kind of just feels like Endurance is just better than Regenerator. Okay, X-Shot or Gemstone? X-Shot, it would be really good, but Gemstone this early is also quite nice, and I guess we'll... I don't know how much I really want to invest in this Time Bolt. I kind of want just money. Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. What's this? Blind fire. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We're good. Okay, guy, you need to chill. Yeah, I could do that. Crystal bundle, I guess. We'll go health for some HP. Anvil's kind of tempting because of the time bolt, but I do like the stream on multiple platforms as YouTube is buffering me for some reason. I do not stream on multiple platforms, I am sorry. I actually kind of don't. This is only the second time that I've been doing the streaming thing. These guys suck. Goop is king anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of anti-Twitch recently. I haven't been watching on it, much less wanting to stream on it. Tell me the fact that not all modifiers need to be on for Prismatic. Hell yes. I want to hear. Where did I even get the extra health from? Oh, from a gold. Probably scavenger. Look. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of anti-Twitch recently. It is like, I don't pay for the premium or the nitro or whatever the hell it's called, turbo, I think actually, for the no ads experience. So like, ads are just absolutely ridiculous on Twitch. I remember reading a Reddit comment that had mentioned like the biggest problem with Twitch and its ad thing is like you kind of want to browse a bunch of different channels to see like what you want to watch, right? Like as if you're scrolling through TV channels, and you can't really do that because as soon as you check out a Twitch stream, like you're gonna get an ad, and I totally agree with that. It's just super annoying. The Lucky Green mod is pretty insane. Never thought about turning some of them on. Yeah, Lucky and Lucky is 2 points. The 3 armor plate and epic chest are 1 point. So you can, if you have all difficulty modifiers on, it gives you a little bit extra room to turn on Lucky if you want. For it, especially like I think the intention was to give it the original like Ultra Chaos experience. Random shot, that's weird. 2-minute ads, yep. And then some streamers do like 7 minutes of ads. Actually, what really killed it was like I would be watching a game, maybe like League of Legends or something, and in the middle of like a big moment or a big team fight in the game, I would just get like 7 minutes of ads, and I was just like, oh, cool, nice. I guess I just missed out on seeing whatever this cool thing was. 5 minutes per hour. Yeah, I have heard about that. I've also heard that Twitch isn't really like clear about how that works. So for a lot of streamers, the setting that they see is like, how much money do you want to make while you stream? And they select that amount, and that correlates with like the amount of ads. So they never, doesn't really give you like a clear idea of like, this is the amount of ads that you're gonna run. It's more like profit based, I don't know, revenue based. Do I want a glue shot with this? Oh, that's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Outplayed. I've never done YouTube streaming before though. Honestly, like the last time I turned it on, it was sort of just like on a whim for funsies. But it is kind of nice that that it just kind of uploads the stream recording, so I don't have to do any sort of extra work. And it's kind of nice to like have the opportunity to chat with people. I think most platforms have that issue of not clearly explaining to their creators how it actually works. Yeah, it would not surprise me. Because that doesn't make them money. The only thing that matters is making money. Oh yeah, I have black hole. Holy hell. Premium is pretty good if you listen to a lot of music. I have heard this, yes. I have heard this. I run ad block on YouTube, so I'm not a good person. I'm evil. I'm stealing money from Google. Won't somebody think of the billionaires? Grip tape is insane on this weapon for single target. Hey, you think so? I'm gonna chew on that while I die. Please hold. Oh, no. I actually am dying a little bit here. Yeah, I can see it being good. The thing is that, like, the point of the poison cannon projectiles is that you're, like, putting down the poison cloud, right? It doesn't even seem like the projectiles themselves do damage. So, having, like, a tighter spread doesn't seem like it matters too much, because at the end of the day, you're just going to be putting down a big ol' AoE. That was kind of my thought process for not taking it there just now. Everyone should be more like crab champions, agree. Buying isn't owning, piracy isn't theft, my guy. I really don't want to do the time bolt thing, but the game seems to want me to do the time bolt thing. True, we have glue shot and 1 to 2 grip tapes make the damage stack. I don't know what you mean by that. I actually don't even know if, like, the glue aspect of the glue shot doesn't really seem to do anything. I'll have to try it out at the dummy. But it really, like, the glue is just making it take a second before it pops and drops the poison cloud. Plus, like, the added damage. Toxifying on my silly little time bolt for more poison, because I obviously need more poison on the poison cannon. What is with all of the starfish, my guy? Growing? Sticky, I guess? Still don't really want to commit to this. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of hard to tell because I think it'll only take like a second before it turns into poison cloud, but so the projectiles stick They don't do damage until they pop, and the damage is coming from the poison cloud specifically. So as long as I have like a poison cloud on them, the projectiles hitting them doesn't really matter too much. If anything, I think what I would want to look for with this glue shot, because 2 damage is really nothing to write home about. I'd probably want to look for a piercing shot so I can get around the glue aspect. So magnifying would work good with the weapon? Yes, yeah. Increases the AoE of the poison clouds. Ooh, you know what else would work good on this weapon? Thorn shot. Like that more than oh yeah, I have slots again. Can I swing this? I am indeed alive. Sometimes I wish I wasn't, but when I say those things, people start to get concerned and all CPS and stuff. How much do I need this? 675? Probably random shot? That should be fine, right? One more crystal? Dude. Oh, I want that. Fuck. I don't think I need the explosive armor, although I have been really enjoying some explosive armor. Alright, level 2 Thorn Shot, that's better. That's a mod that I want to enhance. Oh, the big shot was a mistake, actually. That makes the projectiles too slow. And again, I think the name of the game with this weapon is whatever you can do to get a cloud down, and then whatever you can do to buff up that cloud. Everything else doesn't matter. Which probably means that, like, you know, formation mods are the best thing to get, really, because that just means more clouds. How's a new update been feeling for you? It's fine. It's fun. I'm digesting still a little bit, but I have positive opinions, I have negative opinions. I think overall the goal of the update, which was to update the islands, was pretty good. I think one thing. Let me like actually kill this thing because I'm always scared of beam skulls, and for some reason it's not dying as fast as I want. 2 double shots are 100% chance. Triple. Oh really? Okay, I'm looking for a double shot then. That's easy. Come on, please die. Thank you. So like the main thing was the islands, right? And the islands are cool. Just the piercing shot I was looking for. I think I probably want this health shot. Although if I take the armor, I get a lot more. I don't have any source of max HP, so the valued customer would also be good. 218? Oh, yikes. This is kind of tough, actually. With the scavenger, I'm probably fine on healing, so maybe I do go for HP angle. So the big thing that I am noticing with the new islands is that they are all very big. And in fact, like, he's already like hot-fixed some of the more like narrow hallway-esque islands to also be like kind of big. And what's happening for me is I feel like every island that I go on is just the same big wide circle or square, and the only difference is like the various obstacles in the middle of that island. And that is making me feel like bouncing shot. I don't think bouncing shot's a good idea. No, I need the poison clouds. That is making me feel like every island feels kind of samey, and it kind of feels like I don't want any of these. There's been a little bit of identity lost that I think the game had previously. Like in the previous update, in Anvil update, there was a lot of like really cool, unique islands. There was like The one that you know, was the big ice rink. That was cool and unique and had a lot of identity. There was the one where you get hit by random stray fireballs and die. There was god damn, okay, chill, dude. I'd have to look at it like, oh wow. Whew, I just got shotgunned, I guess. Interesting. I don't know how I felt about the starting one. I think I'm no lock slots build now. What? Hey, all right, run it back. Yeah, it just kind of feels like, okay, like we can look at each one as we go through it. This is just a big circle with like trees in the middle, and that's the island. And we'll look at the next one, and it'll probably be the same and all that stuff. So I don't know how I feel about that. Singer and shotgun. I don't know how I feel about that. It feels like, while I think from a gameplay perspective, the islands are in a healthier spot, because I imagine a lot of it was to address complaints about like how cramped they can be, how hard it is to deal with like enemies overwhelming you, especially with like the snail. This one's just a big circle with pillars in the middle. Like, from a health perspective, I think those are probably good changes for the game. From an identity and interest perspective, I feel like I want to see more interesting islands. That all said, I also did a multiplayer run with my buddy, and islands feel a lot better in multiplayer with the extra room to work with. And it's a big circle with rocks in the middle and a cave. And I can tell that some of these islands are reworks of previous islands, and I remember what those previous islands looked like, and then I see these new versions, and I'm like, man, I've just kind of like lost all the flavor. Like, I'm assuming this island was a rework of the one where you start in the cave and you leave the cave and you come out to like a beach coast, and it's like kind of long and there's a jump pad on the side or whatever. Like, there was a lot of nuance in how you played around that island, and now it's just sort of like, I'm gonna try the double shot thing. That's just sort of like, yeah, it's a big ass island, and I just kind of have to cut around in circles. Okay, this one's good. I like this one. This is a nice, cool hallway sort of thing on a bridge. A singer and a shotgun. That's validating to hear. Validating to hear that other people feel the same way. I think it's fine for now. Again, like, I've kind of, I don't know, I think I've maybe like changed my perspective of the game and how like, this is not okay. What is this? What is this? Ooh, lightning shot? That actually sounds kind of tempting, but I think I need the toxic. We're gonna hit this too. I don't know, I've kind of just realized that like there's a majority demographic that plays Crab Champions that is not me and my demographic of someone who wants to get their asses handed to them. And that's fine. That's overall okay. Maybe the game doesn't need to be hard as fuck. Maybe it can just be a good time. I'm gonna read those messages in a second. This is actually just a spicy island. How did I get, like, half health killed by that fire crab in the last round? I don't get it. It's been a while since I've just been gibbed like that. Let's see here. I like how the game feels as of late, but I do feel a bit nostalgic for some of the older island designs. The one ice level with 4 holes in the middle is awful for XL. The old one or the new one? I mean, this one's basically the same, right? Again, it's just big circle with holes in the middle. That's the island design here. Stamina for sure. It's like a rapid fire, I guess. I like upgrade totems. I think upgrade totems are cool. The new one that is rather symmetrical, and there are a few pillars. I'll probably run into it. Do I want to upgrade anything? I could upgrade my thorn shot, or my poison shot for that matter. I'll take a driller, but I think I got a level... Fine. Let's give it a go. Another driller? Why not? 630? I don't think I can swing that. Oh my god, my cat finally started sitting in my new chair. It's awesome. Okay. Let's like sell this and throw the run. This is a big... This one's a bit more of an oval, I suppose, in its defense, but just another big circular island with stuff in the middle. I think I probably have made my point, but I'm gonna keep calling this out because I think it's funny. I would just like to see a little bit more, I don't know, like, I don't want Noise to be afraid of, like, utilizing the environment to create a challenging situation, because that was like that's a big allure of the game, is like a lot of the variety in the game is how do you handle fighting these enemies on this island? How do you use the environment to your advantage? How do you move around the island? That sort of stuff. And now everything is just kind of the same. You kind of just move around in the same general circle. Where's the fucking pistols from that guy? Stack them Tonys. Yeah, that may have been a good idea, actually. Am I doing enough damage to do this XL? I think this is happening to my buddy too. It doesn't look like the poison cloud applies poison properly to skulls. Like, those guys are clearly in the cloud, right? But they're not really getting that much poison debuff. I think there's a non-zero chance I lose this. Die. Thank you. Yeah, I think something is going wrong there. So that's my take on the island situation, at least, which is kind of the main point of the update, right? So, I at least think Crab Champions is a weird game because its development has been rather scrappy. So I think Noisestorm's probably hitting a point where he feels inclined to revisit a lot of like older philosophy and like update it, and the islands were like the first one for that, because there were like a lot of, you know, challenging island designs that maybe didn't make the most sense. I'm sure he'll find a nice middle ground at some point. Or not. Big circle. Outside of that, how do I feel about the update? There's been like a lot of cool item changes. I think the strongest part about the update is the changes to like loot pool diversity. It seems like there are a lot of options to get from any given type of chest. I think the biggest offenders were luck chests and crit chests, and now there's a little bit more things you can look out for from those chests. Skill chests still feel kind of whatever, but you know, Magnify is good. I like this one. This one like has the problem I'm talking about, where again it's just kind of a big square. That's it. But I love the design. It feels like this weird like arena that you're trapped in, and there's jump pads to like sort of block you from being able to leave. sort of the idea that I get from it. What we got here? Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. I'm gonna start hitting some damage chests though, to get some damage, because I'm not doing any. Oh, Big Mag would actually be really nice on this too, because that reload is miserable. Maybe Double Shot being a blue one is insane for something like the Cannon Sniper. Yeah, Double Shot seems really good. Wow, I got kind of wrecked on this. Oh, there's a chest here? Wherever it's at. Kind of sounded like it was over here. It is. We'll do more money. More money, more problems. The King's Goal? What the hell, bro? I'm running into the same problem where, yeah, this guy like just does not get poison stacks. And it feels like it's killing my DPS quite a bit. For stacking poison on flying enemies, what I noticed is that if I shoot the ground below them, it stacks better. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Let it go. It's kind of doing it there a little bit. Well, it's time for me to bounce, but it's good to see you're back. Watching your videos helped me get good in Ultra Chaos. Good, yeah. Okay, so to be clear, I don't know if I would say I'm necessarily back, but I don't know, I'll stream here and there for anyone who wants to watch. Cheers. Have a good one, man. Or woman, or non-binary person. Get good. Yes. Doesn't like to get good. Is that not just the human experience? Oh, yeah, anyway, I guess continuing my thoughts. Trying to think of what else, like, has significantly changed. I guess okay, so there's obviously, like, the Prismatic thing. Prismatic seems fine. Is this endangering? Homing, let's go. Get old school Thorn Shot back. Prismatic seems fine. Someone was asking me when I was last streaming if I felt like it was harder or easier than True Ultra Chaos in previous versions, and I couldn't really come to a solid answer, but I think I've come to a solid answer that it is, in fact, easier. I kind of want this. Let's get rid of this Arcane Shots. I think it's easier for a few reasons. The most obvious is that you can sort of customize your experience more, so you can always turn off the things that you don't like, such as manual collection, or in my case, the Immortal Snail. But otherwise, like, I don't know what exactly is causing it to feel easier, but it feels easier. Specifically, I feel like obviously I just died, so I'm not, oh god, I'm about to die again. Not like immortal or anything like that, especially because I'm probably gonna die in a second here. How health shot works on this thing. Oh yeah, the slug knocked me into that. Oh man, I'm having a hard time getting going. I was about to say though, like, once you do get going, like, you cannot be stopped. There's not really... Like, you just scale. It's so easy to scale. Poison cannon seems weird. I guess I just gotta figure out how to do damage on the thing. I might need to prioritize actual damage. Just get that done with. Keep going for things like skill chest and whatnot to try to increase the utility, but I am just missing out on damage. Yikes. With the good build, sometimes the skill issue fucks my runs. Yeah. I don't know. There's always gonna be shenanigans. Like that one, like, yeah, I probably was losing that anyway, but the fact that I died because a grub bopped me into a Beam Skull's blast that I had no chance of getting hit by otherwise, it's like, okay, well, perhaps the game just did not want me to enjoy myself today. Perhaps. I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage though, and I don't know why. I also think this, whatever is happening with skulls, to have them not take poison stacks is really like messing with my tempo here. Ring of Value, the Circus of Value. I really don't want to enhance this, which means that I'm probably going to just sell it so I don't get more anvils. Godlike build of cannon with double, triple arc splitting and one square shot starting hitting like a wet noodle around Island 40. Yeah, so I'm thinking that like, I gotta figure out the timing of how this build needs to work, because I really do think that you cannot rely on the poison alone. You need some other sort of weapon damage source. I don't even know if I would say that, like, enhanceable mods are good on this thing. On hit mods, like, definitely not. It fires too slow. It's too hard to, yeah. If you find a sharp shot, it's just like totally locked in. That thing goes crazy on it. But I feel like on hit mods, just no dice. You know, you're probably not really going to be hitting things directly with your projectiles, mostly because like you'll probably want to shoot at the ground a little bit more often than anything. So on hit's kind of out. And kind of rocket launcher is really similar in that regard, for me anyway. And then on shot mods seem like they could be fine because you shoot a volley of 3 shots and they can proc on each of those 3 shots, but it also like just shoots abysmally slow and has a ridiculous reload time to add to that. So I'm starting to think that the build is probably to just ignore enhanceables and go straight weapon damage and just play around the poison clouds, since that seems to be where all the damage comes from. Prioritize luck, then damage to an elemental. That seems fair. Get the formation mods and stuff. Big shots. Big shot did not go well last time, so I'm not going to do it again. Boomerang shot. Okay, I gotta see how this works. That's weird looking. Yo, but if I find a scatter shot, that could be cool. I'm gonna try it out. It's probably not gonna work. It's probably gonna throw this run. I'll take that though, for sure. Do I pump it? I don't think I should pump it. I think pumping it's probably baits. As tempting as it is. Okay, these guys aren't getting poison stacks either. I don't know if that's because they're not sitting in the... It's the... Okay, here's the burning question. Does Poison Cloud, Poison Application use your Poison Shot proc chance? Oh, I'm like not hitting things because of this damn Boomerang shot. Because like maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm just quite simply not hitting the proc. I don't think I'm gonna kill this thing in time. The two shots and then reload are miserable. I actually don't know. It was level 1, so 15%. I guess I just sort of assumed that Poison Cloud would just always proc poison as long as they were in it. I mean, it seems like that's how it works for everything else. Maybe not. Started to have a different opinion on this weapon. It's kind of a little cumbersome to get going. Opening shot. I can't do that. Lightning claws. We try stacking two. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think as well. I think that's a good call. We'll do luck. It tears through Ness, for obvious reasons. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. We'll get the double shot. Try to just stack up more clouds. All in on the clouds. Does a cloud or only direct hits proc your skills? I'm pretty sure only direct hits proc enhanceable mods. The poison shot is what I think we're currently trying to figure out. I'm not sure if poison shot specifically only procs on my direct hits as well. That's how it works for like every other weapon in the game. Or if my poison cloud has some sort of proc rate tied to my poison shot. Like for example, so like ice staff starts with an ice shot, right? But the ice shot only procs on the icicles when they actually hit something. Otherwise, it just puts down a circle, a blue circle, and anything that touches that blue circle gets frozen, as far as I remember. So it'd be weird to me if poison cannon did not work similarly. Work like flamethrower in what sort of sense? I kind of want the double random. Yeah, I think drill shot only procs on projectiles hitting something. It doesn't proc on the poison clouds hitting something. I'm pretty sure. Probably like 85 to 90% sure. I could probably use more healing. Maybe we should do this. The enemy passes through the poison shot itself and the cloud to get stacked. Yeah. The big thing is the prismatic enemies just keep jumping out of stuff. It's kind of being a pain in the ass. So like for comparison, Regenerator heals 3 health per second. It doesn't look like there's a duration anymore. Maybe that's the appeal to Regenerator, just is always active. I guess now that I'm like thinking about it, my first poison cannon run, I found a ring of reloading really early, and that was so nice for smoothing out the weapon. Exploding enemies. Exploding enemies is kind of nuts from my experience so far. Like this, could try that. Well, we cannot try the bubble shot. We get this regenerating or fucking poisonous armor. I'd have to get rid of the regenerator. Probably not a good idea. Magnify, let's go. Yeah, the few runs that I've had where I found an exploding enemies, I don't know. I don't quite understand how exploding enemies works. If it only like just increases the damage from enemies that actually explode, or if it makes enemies explode. But somehow it just like kills things very quickly. Okay, so like right here, this dude is not in the poison or is not getting poison stacks at all. And I wonder if that's just because it's an elite. Like maybe elites are just special with their resistances or something. Alright, we didn't die to the countdown. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they just lose the stacks faster. Whoops. Yeah, there's something weird going on. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just kind of bugged, to be honest. I'm getting pinged for work stuff. Work stuff. Zigzag shot? Sure. Let's go to Relic. I don't know how like Crimson Haze is cool, but sometimes I run into trouble where enemies just don't like stay in it, and that's where exploding enemies seems nice. But I also think like hopefully I can get the run going well enough to show this off, but like I feel like something is bugged about exploding enemies. I feel like it's causing things to die faster than I would expect them to die from a perk that just makes them explode for 100 damage. Trap Skull gets stacked like a mofo, so it must be resistant. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good observation. Yeah. I'm down for Ring of Armor. Go for the skill? Yeah, probably. Wouldn't mind some sort of speed thing. But I could probably swing some, Magnify. Yes, I'm crabbing it up. Not bother me. Magnify. Grenadier could be funny. I don't think I want to do a one hit, even though it is an explosive enemies, and I'd probably just destroy everything. I bet this will show it off. The power of exploding enemies. Maybe the idea is to like be more mindful about when and where I'm putting down the clouds. I don't know. Ugh. It worked there because I could just put it at the entrance and call it good. I think I'd rather take Driller. We'll do this Gauntlet for funsies. Oh, I'm getting a legendary from this? Let's go. Easy peasy. Energy rings. Yeah, that's insane. That's never happened to me before. I see enemies. I just lost my armor from that energy ring. fire enemies. That's fine. I can do that. Oh, hey. Yes, it is a very good game. I wouldn't say I'm back. I'm probably gonna give this disclaimer a lot. I guess like I think I would be fine to like turn on this stream and like play around every so often, particularly on weekends. I don't know if I would say that I'm gonna like go back to doing daily runs or more consistent content. I don't know if the content creator life is for me, is the big thing. I got a full-time job that's pretty mentally taxing. Regenerate heals even on no healing islands. Is that intentional? Does it really? I'll keep my... I have it, right? Yeah, I have it. We'll see if it works. Yeah, I don't know. I have a full-time job that's like pretty mentally taxing, and I have... It doesn't look like I'm healing, but it is like showing the build-up that I have. Like I have other things I need to do during the day. I have a house that I need to take care of, and other games and friends and whatnots. And it kind of like, I think the fact that I'm like so inconsistent with my long-term commitment to making Crab Champions videos, I think that just kind of reveals that I'm not, like my lifestyle doesn't really fit playing it consistently like that. Oh. Good treasure, let's go. So I don't wanna give the impression that I'm like doing content consistently again. I don't know if I can promise that. And I think it's really cool that people are into the content, and I'm really glad that I can provide something that seems valuable. But I also feel terrible about like not doing it consistently. So I go back and forth about it a lot. I want this. You can no longer drop pickups from my inventory. I don't necessarily need to drop pickups is the thing, because I don't have lock slots. Can't salvage loot. I'm gonna try it. Let's go. Let's do it. Streamer video every so often is always nice to watch. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. There's also another aspect to it of like, let's be real, like Crab Champions is a really great game. I have 1,300 hours. So like I've clearly like get a lot of play out of it. But at the same time, you know, it doesn't change that often. Like I feel like I've already sort of like hit the extent of what the new update offers, right? So at some point I do burn out. At some point, like I can only play Crab Champions for so much, and doing the daily runs like makes me hit that point faster. So I'm kind of, maybe I'm experimenting with the stream thing to see if like if I can do like a couple hours during a weekend, maybe that'll like make me feel better about it. If only you could earn money from Crab. Yeah, if only. But also at the same time, since I don't earn money from it, I don't need to give a shit about the experience that I'm curating. I should upgrade this poison shot a bunch. Yeah, maybe. Not that popular. I could make it popular. I could be that guy. I could be the next, I don't know, who's a popular streamer that made some game super popular? The time and energy is not detrimental to you, why not do it from time to time? That's me, yeah. You do you, I enjoy the videos and the stream whenever they show up. Great, that's awesome. That's all I want. There's a bunch of people who have like expressed that opinion before too, of like, yeah, you just do you, and I really appreciate that. I'm a bit of an overthinker. I don't mean to brag, but I might overthink the fuck out of everything that I do in life to make sure that I'm good. So I tend to overthink this sort of thing. Rewinding, did you get the new Gunfire Reborn DLC? I have not. I have not played Gunfire Reborn in a fat minute. If I remember correctly, I remember them adding some new character, some fox or something, right? I might check it out. This game has been, or this year has been like kind of crazy for games, so I've been playing a lot of different games. Like, I think I have like 12 games installed in my Steam library right now that I've just kind of juggled between. And Peak just dropped their update yesterday. Ooh, baby, Peak is such a good game. Peak really reminds me a lot of Crab Champions and how there's like a very indie game studio is just trying to do its thing and make the game that they want, the games they want to make, because they make a lot of different games. And it's just fun. It's just so good. It's such a good game. I'm dying again. I'm just getting knocked around all over the place. I don't seem to be able to hit. Oh, is this danger close? Oh, I should not have picked that up. That was a mistake. Gotta remember I have Hoarder's backpack. Not that it matters, because I think I'm gonna run out of time in a minute here. Or life, one of the two. I gotta hit this jump pad and play this a little bit safer. Or more importantly, shoot down so I can actually hit stuff. This is not looking good for me. Might die to the countdown. Oh, actually, might be okay. Now we're okay. Yikes, man, where's the damage at? Alright, let's see what we got. You streamed yesterday, I would not have been able to watch, but you streamed today, I'm free today, I watched and span looking perfect. That's what I'm looking for. I do like the streaming aspect because I can talk to people. Oh, I forgot about being able to get everything. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, I like being able to talk to people, especially because like with the recordings, I get a lot of questions, and that's probably my favorite part of like the whole Crab Champions video thing to begin with, is like when I get questions and I can help someone figure out whatever problem they're facing in their own game. So now I can do that live. Do that live. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, time shots. I'll try it out. Power armor sounds like a good idea too, because I have Ring of Reinforcement, and I guess I don't really want that. Definitely need damage. This should be easy enough too. I think I have Driller as well, so maybe I should try to break stuff. Ow. I don't know why I keep getting Regenerator. I'm not gonna take the special delivery. I'm gonna try to be... Oh. This could actually be good. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be mindful about the stuff I pick up, because I have a feeling I would run out of slots pretty quickly. Like that. I want that. Spiral Shot, yeah. High Caliber, no. That's a terrible idea. That would definitely fuck me. Go speed chest and try to find, I don't know, like a Ring of Reloading or something. Okay, doing a little bit more damage. Toxic too, any day. seem to be doing damage. I don't know how, but it's happening. Ooh, paycheck. Let's go. Maybe the bonus shot, or the poison shot is helping. The bonus poison shot. Ring of healing? No, I don't think so. Stamina. I forgot I could get everything. Yes, brother. I go for the luck. Actually, if I go for a luck chest, oh, I could do this for the relics too. That would have been sick. If I go for the luck chest, I can get like bounty hunter, driller, and double shot all at the same time, which would be hilarious. There's a glass totem over there. I can keep that alive. The ring of... Did I really? Oh, that's so funny, I did. I forgot about that. Okay. Good call out. I would not have realized that, and I should be mindful of that. I guess I do have a driller, so there's synergy. Who doesn't like synergy, am I right? Makes... Arc shots, hell yes. Streamer loot. Do I want the performance bonus? I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be able to swing that. Do I want to do another luck chest? Because it'd be funny. I did just get a streamer loot. Maybe I can get more arc shot. Oh, actually, I could really use an all-you-can-eat so I can get around this stupid reload time. Wonder why you did not pick up the boss keys since you cannot salvage them. Well, I mean, like from the elite chest. Yeah. I mean, I don't really need keys. That's certainly true. Got 10,000 of them. Arc shot street. That's a hot chest right there. That's what I'm looking for. The real play here is to find a collector so I can exploit the fact that I'm gonna have a lot of perks. Oh, yeah. Efficient shot? That's actually a nice pickup. I'll take a speed demon too, why not? Sharp shot, let's go. Yo, electric enemies? Oh, I've just... Come on, video game. Oh, I can't even salvage. Bleh. Yeah. Bleh. Okay, so... Do I risk the XL? The answer is obviously yes. I think since I just got a sharp shot and also 2 arc shots, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be fine. Looks like I've hit that point I was talking about. This is... I think this is the thing that I am not caring for with the poison cannon. Like, when you're not going, you are not going, and you like really struggle. But once you get going, like it's just absurd. It's very feast or famine, and it's probably not a good thing. Even if it like might feel, boom, there it is. Even if it might feel balanced, I'll take a landmine explosion too. Why not? Nice. Double tap. I don't think I care for double tap. I don't think that's a good idea. All the XL hits, yes, brother. Yes, XL or die. Oh, I'd take a big ability. Oh, although I think that only applies to the projectile for black hole, and not the Zuck. Power armor, nice. Zigzag shot, probably fine. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. It does sort of seem like rocket launcher in that regard. But now that I have the sharp shot in particular too, it's like, oh hey, here's where the damage was. Hidden in this one weapon mod all along. Scatter shots, nice. I kind of want to go for the all you can eat. Yeah, okay. GG, I think it's locked in. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty locked in. Yeah, things are just kind of evaporating now. Oh, yeah. See, I think this was this looks like a remake of the old island, or the old ice island that was similarly set up. It's like you would start right here and there's just a bunch of holes in the middle. Is that what you're referring to? Maybe it's time to get some elemental going. Or are you talking about the new version that I just played? Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty tough island, for sure. I think I agree. It was very, like... It was tough before. It was definitely, like, a hard island to play. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Boom, boom. I think I have some lightning somewhere. Lightning claws, yeah. Or luck. Hello. Goodbye. I guess speaking of streams and whatnot, this probably will be a relatively shorter stream. I'm gonna be going to hang out with some friends tonight, and I do need to eat some food. I am prone to not eating until I realize I'm hungry. Then I have to eat. Otherwise I might die. And Fire Reborn. Ooh, okay, now we're talking. Yes! Yes, now we are talking. What the games have I been playing? I play a lot of roguelikes. So Crab Champion's definitely up there. Just reminded me, what is the random elite spawning midway through islands, and why does the elite on every third level modifier can stack with the ambushing elite? I think well, maybe the random elites spawning midway through islands, I'm pretty sure is ambushing elites. Is it not? I'll have to look at the modifier. There's a lot of... Oh, I can't salvage these. There's a lot of modifiers that feel like the same, just worded differently. It's very odd. I just get bonus chests. I don't want a landmine shot. Why does it not spawn at the start? Oh, like a... Oh, I forgot I could get all of these. Okay, hell yeah, let's fucking go. Like, why doesn't it spawn at the start of the island? That's a good question. I do not know the answer. I'm going to assume that, gosh, it's hard to say because, like, for me, that was just an aspect of True Ultra Chaos. Like, elites were just part of the enemy pool, so like a random... Oh, I just got the achievements I was looking for. The random elites just kind of showing up are just par for the course. Same with like the bosses and stuff. Not sure why it I don't know why I picked up Danger Clues. Not sure why it works differently now. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at the modifiers in general. Grip tape might actually be helpful here, because I think my sprite is getting a little too far. What's this item? All of the relics, ethereal armor, ring of vigor. Not lightning ring, that sounds like a bad idea. That's what I was looking for, right? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be enhancing anything, and I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with money for pretty much the rest of the run. Yo, slugger with explosive enemies, though? Or exploding enemies? Oh, I didn't need Ring of Reloading because I have a lot of efficient shot. Oh well. This is feeling locked in. Get some lightning to go with it. Why not? Time ring, okay, I'm down for that. Like a sharp claws, do not want an arcane shot. I guess I'll take Bubble Blast one up. Lightning Storm, huh? Sure. Upgrade the sharp shot, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. I think you might be onto something there. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna take it and lose it, because I read that after I was done with the thing, with the shop. X shot, nice. More projectiles are cool. damn it. That was fine, I guess. Magnify. I'll take a big claws too. Why not? Why not? So like this map used to be like the desert hallway at the beginning of the release. And on one hand I thought that hallway was like, it was pretty tight, especially with like the Immortal Snell on. I feel like that map was kind of like an auto loss unless you were good enough to avoid the snail the whole time. But now it's just a big square now. Big little square. Yeah, I see that a lot too. Spore explosion, hell yes, that's more poison. Oh, too bad. I would have taken that. I don't think I want a bubble shot. Okay, if it wasn't over before, it is now. Okay, I'll be sure to wait until the last one. Or wait at the last one. Ice shot? That's wacky. You might be kinda too late. I might actually be calling it after this run. I was explaining earlier that I got some plans tonight and I need to eat some food, and I'm now just kind of looking at the clock and realizing that I'm running out of time to do that. So this might be shorter than I wanted it to be, but I was also kind of explaining that I'm gonna try to do... I think I kind of want to give the streaming more of a try, because it just puts less like time pressure on me to like record and then maybe do some light editing and then upload and all that. So I'll probably do these like streams more often. Question from there is just like how to be a little bit more consistent about it. So far you have missed out on me trying to get a poison cannon run going and then finally getting it going, and now it's the most busted ass thing ever. So you didn't miss too much besides me just dying and bitching. Dying and bitching. Hey Alex, thanks for tuning into the stream. Alex says, give us more content. That's a good point, Alex. Maybe we should do more content, Alex. Maybe I'll do that, Alex. You made it back in time. Yep, I'm in full auto loop mode, so you made it back in time indeed. I was explaining just now that I might call it after this. I've kind of lost track of time, and I really do need to go eat some food before I go out tonight with some friends. So unfortunately this one's gonna be a little bit shorter than I wanted, but I'll try to do these more often. Grab Polaris. Oh, I think I remember. Oh fuck, 1 a.m. I think I remember Polaris from the comments, if only because there's a metalcore band that I'm into called Polaris. So it definitely is easy to remember. Oh, that was homing thorns. Okay, let's not randomly die. I did get Prismatic, if it wasn't clear, for anyone who has cared about the Prismatic grind. Alright, let's see what I do here. Yes, there we go. I found a homing blades. 1,000 poison stacks, 51,000. No, we actually are still going with the lightning. Pretty good, pretty good. I wish I had a boomerang shot so I could see these bad boys come back. Yeah, you can see me bitch about poison cannon. I don't know, poison cannon is really weird. I think it needs some changes to supplement its early game a little bit better, and then some changes to make its late game not so ridiculous. Just needs a little bit of balancing. Very feast or famine is how I put it before. Oh, what's going on over here? I wonder if there's any little Easter eggs behind here. Yes, thank you for joining. It was nice chit-chatting with you. You as well. Sleep well. Have a good night. good weekend even. Reptile, current. Let's check out the new skins before we call this. Reptile is the same as the other reptile. What was this one for? Lightning Scepter? Then current. Yeah, I mean... Oh, it moves a little bit. That's cool. It's very purple. It's very dark. Hard to see the effect. That could be gold back as well. Or I guess regal. Cool. You have Sniper Prismatic? Yes, I have everything on Prismatic. I've done it. I've become the Prismatic man. Here's the Prismatic skin if you're interested. Very cool. Changes color, but only like when you're moving for the most part. It's kind of hard to see the skin, the shadow here. It's got a bit of a Damascus feel to it. Sniper. Sniper still seems pretty good. Oh, I was gonna read the modifiers to confirm something. I did, yeah. I ended up just playing a little bit here and there. And eventually just kinda got it. What was it? Wandering elites? Elites and bosses can spawn on normal lines, and elite boss islands have an additional enemy to fight. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is for friendly dragon face, but there's wandering elites and ambushing elites. The ambushing elites is the intentional every third island spawn, and then wandering elites is just elites and bosses can spawn whenever. That makes sense. Yeah, as Godly Ren, I was explaining earlier that I had been messing around with the modifiers a bit. Currently, I'm rocking no lock slots and no Immortal Snail, but for a little bit, I had Immortal Snail on, and I turned on Lucky, the higher loot rarity, and that seemed to do quite well, and leaving lock slots off. I don't know how concrete this theory is, but I feel like lock slots off is actually a lot stronger than it appears. There's like the obvious economy advantage. Oh, really? You want to see it? Here, I'll show you real quick. It looks cool. I like the, in the beta, it was just like a glowing orange slug, and now it's a purple slug, but it has like a shell, which is neat. It got nerfed too. I was avoiding using it just because in the beta it was like, it could jump around a lot, and it was kind of like relatively unpredictable, so you absolutely had to respect it, and it just kind of like killed the vibe of the game, I think. Plus you could just randomly have the thing jump at you or like get knocked into you through an explosion and you just die. It's like, cool, okay, well, I haven't done anything about that, but he did nerf it. It doesn't jump around anymore unless the island has the jumpy enemies challenge, and it's a lot slower. Yeah, if I get hit by the pulse, I die instantly. So it's basically just an obstacle. It does seem like you can actually touch it though. Someone had sent me a clip of them briefly riding the snail in between a pulse, which is kind of funny. But I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's cool on paper, and I think it's like fine to play around now. It's not like as bad as it was, but to me, it shifts up the dynamic of how you handle the island and the environment in such a way that I just don't know if I care for it. Like, so for example, if I'm playing on a normal island with no snail or anything like that, I have to like play around the obstacles in the environment to like use as a shield, or I have to like move around them in specific ways. I have to control enemies in a specific way. I have to move in specific ways. With the snail though, all of that becomes like, it's still there, it's still relevant, but it's way less important than just getting away from the snail. So suddenly your way that you handle islands isn't about like, how do I play around the island to the best of my ability. It's how do I make sure that I am moving around in a big enough circle that I can just always stay away from the snail. The only thing that matters about the island's like geometry and environment is do I have room behind me to kite backwards? And that just sort of feels kind of whatever, I guess. I don't think I care for it as much. One of my favorite things about the game has been like the variation in islands and like how each island can be like played in a different way. So I'm not crazy about the snow. I've been mostly playing with lock slots and the snail off, with a little bit of snail on and lucky on. I think lock slots turned off is interesting. I think it adds quite a bit. Not necessarily early on, but those slots get hella expensive later on. It also kind of opens up like a lot of collector value. I think what's interesting about the difficulty modifiers is how they change how I value certain items. Like lock slots off, you know, you're gonna have a lot more perks in your inventory pretty much all the time. So collector gets a lot more value out of it. I'm trying to think of another good example that I thought of. I think turning off manual collection is probably like a fair one too, because then certain economy perks probably increase in value when you don't have to collect them up or pick them up. Turning off countdown probably increases the value of some items. I think there was a really good example, I just can't remember what it was. In any case, I need to hop off and find food. Unfortunately, this is a little bit shorter than I was expecting, but thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you around. Wait for the recording, and then you can watch that. Goodbye.